Hello, darlings. I'm not really here. I'm just popping in for 10 minutes just to say a very quick hello. I've just got in from work. Uh, I would spend the next 10 or 15 minutes just buggering about. So I thought I'd spend the 10 or 15 minutes buggering about in your company. So, yeah, so I'm only here for a few minutes. Just wanted to pop in and say hello in case anybody was around. Oh, Chaz Brown is here. Hi, Boaty. Didn't expect you on. A surprise bonus. Sophie. Hello, Boaty. Lovely to see you on this lovely Sunday night. How has the night and day been? Oh, okay. Neil. Well, this is a surprise. Hello, a great one. How are you on this night? Hello, Boaty. You certainly are a glutton for punishment, says Andrew. Uh, no, it's 10, 15 minutes. That's all I've got shit to do. I really have got shit to do. You might notice that unusually I've come in from work wearing civvies. And there's a yeah, I know, Trace, but I'm not really here. I'm just 10 minutes. Just I was going to be chilling out for 10 minutes before I started work and doing stuff and packing cases and things like that. And I just thought I'd just pop on and say hello. That's all. It doesn't count. You can't spank me. Um, HW100, hello. Frank G underscore '05, hello. Oh, and hello, Trace, by the way. So, yeah, you might notice I'm wearing civvies. Don't worry, I have been to work. There is a reason for that. I'm going to have to go straight to work on Tuesday. There's no way on God's green earth I'm going to be able to come home and then go back to work. That would add on an extra, probably an extra hour and a half, which in other words would take away an hour and a half that I could be spending in Wales. So that's not going to happen. So what I did is I took clothes with me to work tonight, and when when coming to the end, when the last customers went, I whizzed into the stock room, heaved off my clothes, and became all sorts of naked, darlings. And of course, I don't normally do that, and everybody wondered what was going on. So they all burst in just as I was just as I was in full nude mode. So that was a treat for them. So yeah, so I left my work clothes at work so that on Tuesday I can just drive straight to work, get changed, and be ready to go. And how tired am I going to be on Tuesday night? Well, you'll find out, won't you, for on Tuesday Night Live? Are you relieved with the cancellation of POL, Boaty? I'm delighted, Frank G. Absolutely delighted. Excellent. Right. Oh, there's a few of you here. That's lovely. I was hoping a couple of you might be around so I could just, as I say, pop in and say hello. I haven't been idle today, you'll be glad to hear. And basically, what I've done is I've cleaned and tidied the house from top to bottom, fresh bedding on all the beds, all of that. So the front parlor is beautiful. I tend to let things go a bit over winter, and I really enjoyed myself today. I threw open all the curtains, opened all the windows, because there was a spell of nice weather this morning and this lunchtime before the rain properly kicked in at about 2 o'clock. And I just had a lovely, lovely clean and tidy. As I say, changed all of the bedding, did all of that. So if I'm burgled when I'm away, they're not going to think that I'm a complete minger. I mean, they'll be disappointed that there's nothing worth stealing, because the only thing here that is worth stealing is probably an iPhone and an iPad, and I'll be taking those with me. So that's a job well done. But that's about it. So I need to grab my little case, figure out what I'm going to take, figure out what I'm going to wear in the morning, figure out what I'm going to have for breakfast. Could you store spare work clobber at work? Asked Andrew. Yes, I could, but that would mean having spare work clobber. And I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys before, but I'm poor. I've only got one of everything. So I've got my work clothes and I've got my other clothes, and I've pretty much just got one of everything. Apart, I've got three pairs of pants, although they really are due for replacement. I'm down to one pair of socks because I literally had to throw a pair away today. But no, I don't have spare shirts or jacket or anything like that. I was looking forward to Pride of Longbridge Chase, Frank. I've never been. Well, come to the Great British Car Journey instead at Ambergate. I'm going to be there Saturday the 13th. The special red underpants, will you be packing those? What an excellent question. Right, the pants that Andrew, who we know and love as Ivor Spotty, what he referring to, are my sex pants. I've always had a pair of red sex pants. Red because it's my colour, my lucky colour, because I am Welsh. And that is a good question. Will I be taking my sex pants? Oh, Frank, bless you. Oh, thank you. Frank, thank you very much. Oh, dear. Frank's just bunged a fiver in towards some new pants, which is very kind of him. Oh, dear. Hey, listen, you never know. There's a 1 in 50 million chance. I've got better chance of winning the lottery, but you never know. I might make a decent video tomorrow, and that video might make, oh, let's go mad. That video could make £100. Do you know how much videos make, by the way, you guys? Do you know how much YouTubers make? Do other people talk about that? You might be surprised. I think a lot of people, I say it on mustards as well. I think a lot of people think that you have a not totally tiny channel like the size of mustards. And I think people have got a very misguided view about how much they make out of it. Mind you, I've probably told you all already. I'm hideously indiscreet. I can't keep anything private. Right, so trying to figure out what I need to take tomorrow. I'm going to take my coffee machine because I've looked at the. Can you believe this? Right, I've looked at the old breakfast menu, and you've got two options on the breakfast menu. You've got the unlimited full English cooked breakfast, and you've got the unlimited continental non-cooked breakfast. You can't just buy a cup of coffee. You can't just buy a bacon sandwich and a cup of coffee. Those are your only two options. So if I wanted a decent, all right, there's going to be instant coffee in the room. I can't start a day on instant coffee. Can't do it. So if I want a decent cup of coffee, I've got to pay £10.99 for a full bloody breakfast. So balls to that. I'm taking the little Tassimo I brought back from the yard with me. But I figured out, I think, I can't remember what was in the Premier Inn that I stayed at, the only Premier Inn I've stayed at before, which was in Milne Row. And I can't remember what was in that room because I was drunk from the moment I got in there to the moment I left. Well, drunk or knackered. So I think all I need to take is the coffee machine. I think there'll be a mug and a spoon and sugar there. So as long as I take the coffee machine and some pods, I think that's all I need to take. I'm going to take my food warming thing that Neil and Sophie very kindly gave me for my birthday. But I'm not going to take any food. I haven't prepared anything. It's just extra time. It's extra grief. And part of the fun is like trying to make do. So I should go into a local supermarket and buy something that I can warm up in my food warmer, or just make a sandwich or something like that. If I get up at a reasonable time tomorrow, then I'm planning to have a good helping of beans on toast for breakfast, or possibly a sausage sandwich. I've got 2 sausages left in the freezer, and that will mean that I don't have to worry too much about lunch. I can just grab. I'm bound to go past a McDonald's somewhere. I can literally just grab a burger and eat it on the hoof, eat it while driving. I don't want to be stopping and spending too much time. It's going to be late enough by the time I get there anyway. Oh, right. How was Mustard live tonight? I always hope it does well. Um, and how was Sean's live? Sean did a live this afternoon, and I can see that he's done it, but I would have been when he started. I would have been on the way to work, so I didn't watch it. Did any of you watch it? I'm sure it was great. I can see it did enormous numbers, as you would expect. If you had a channel size of Mustard, you would be on 3 million a week. God. Yeah. You do know about my pottery in life, don't you? I'm sure they would let you have a decent coffee at least for no extra. I bet they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't, Trace, because it's it's a separate thing, isn't it? It's not in the hotel. It's the pub next door. It's a Brewers Fayre pub next door. So even if they're under the same ownership, they'll have different accounting things. So there's no way you could just go in and get a coffee. It's £10.99 or nothing. And I haven't got, I'm probably going to be coming back on fumes because I'm not 100% certain I've got enough money to actually cover all of the fuel. Depends how much driving I do when I'm there. Obviously, I'm going to drive as economically as possible. So there's no way I can pay 11 quid for breakfast. And even if I had all of the money in the world, well, I don't want breakfast at the hotel. I'd like to have a later breakfast or a brunch with Sean. But equally, I certainly don't want. What I certainly don't want to do is pay 11 quid for a cup of bloody coffee. But I won't need to. I'll take the coffee machine. I'll take a couple of pods, and boom, I can have. And however nice they say the coffee is in a pub or in a hotel or in a restaurant or in a Starbucks or in a Costa, it's never as nice as the coffee that I have at home, in my experience. Neil and Soph treated me to whatever it was. I think it was a Costa coffee in. Oh no, they didn't, did they? No, they tried to, but I'm sure I've had a Costa coffee from somewhere, and I wasn't that impressed by it. It wasn't as nice as the coffee I have at home. And hello, I'm being ping-ponged. Oh, Neil, bless you. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you, Neil. Oh, what a lovely man you are. Bless him. Neil's just bunged a tenner into my PayPal. Thank you, Neil. That will help. So what was I saying? Yeah. So I can just take the old coffee machine, take the pods, and boom, that's got to be better. And it's not all about the money. I prefer my coffee. I have, if you're interested, I don't suppose you are. This is the coffee that I have. Kenco Americano Grande. In other words, a big black coffee. And it's absolutely lovely. Far nicer than I ever get when I'm out and about. McDonald's coffee isn't bad, actually. So, and yeah, I can just take the machine, boom. 2 lovely cups of coffee before I hoof it out of the hotel room. Other than that, Right, I told him I'm going to take the food warmy thing. I've got. I am going to make it a holiday treat, darlings. Um, I haven't bought it yet. I'll buy it at the whatever supermarket I go to tomorrow. I've got tonic, so I'm taking some tonic with me. I've got. I bought a load of the little cans last year. I bought them for real. You know the little tonic cans. You'll have seen them on the live that I did. These little chaps here. So I've got four of those, and they're not out of date until the end of the month. So I'll take those and I'll buy a half bottle of vodka and a bag of ice at the supermarket, and that will be my holiday treat: a beautiful vodka and tonic. I can't drink it anymore, as you know, because I like it too much, and I have an addictive personality. So it's not safe for me to drink it on a regular basis. But in a hotel room, I shall thoroughly enjoy half a bottle of vodka and tonic while I do a bit of a live stream with you guys, and then I'll eat whatever it is that I'm going to eat, and the job will be a good one. Oh, hello, Dan. Dan Peters is with us. That's nice. Telling me about right. Are you telling me about mustard, Andrew? You picked up more subs, Boaty, and Trace as moderator sorts out the crap. Mustard's live was very good, says Trace. The content was great, and not too much madness in chat. I'm really pleased, and I'm genuinely pleased, and I hope it really goes places for him because, you know, yeah, there is that bit of competitiveness, but at the end of the day, he's my best mate, and I desperately want him to do well. But also, the better he does, the better I will do, because some of his subscribers will always feed over to me, and to a lesser degree, vice versa. So. Yeah, I really, really hope that it goes somewhere and that he can do something with all of the numbers that he's getting. Oh, you need to ask at the main desk. I got hot chocolate for my grandkids at the Great Yarmouth one for no extra. But yeah, I do prefer my own trace, and it saves having to bugger about. I can just wake up, press the button, and next thing you know, I'm having my usual lovely coffee. What else is there to tell you? I haven't. I've moved all the cars around, so Dicker Dum Dum is in pole position out there. He's ready to go. Didn't get any petrol, and the traffic is dreadful in Chesterfield at the moment. The roadworks, so I'm going to go tomorrow instead of. Any route finder or SatNav will send you through Chesterfield to pick up the M1 at junction 29. But I'd spend the first hour of the journey trying to get through Chesterfield. There's so many roadworks on the Chatsworth Road at the moment, and I can't be asked with that. I hate sitting in a car going nowhere. I'd rather go, even if I didn't save any time, I'd rather go another way around and be moving rather than standing still. So I think I've got enough fuel to get me to Ripley, to where I work. So I'll go my normal work route. I'll fuel up in Ripley, which is cheaper than in Chesterfield, and I'll put enough fuel in to get me to Wales, and a little bit extra for a bit of gadding about. And then I'll look at filling up in Wales, because I suspect that it's going to be cheaper in Wales than it is here. So, yeah, that is about that. That's where I'm at. At least the house is nice and tidy. I'm pleased about that. The kitchen's normally okay, but I I had neglected the front parlour a little bit over the back end of winter, but that is now spick and span and looking beautiful. Everything's washed and polished and cleaned and hoovered. I've hoovered to it within an inch of my life tonight. Oh, Wales is always more pricey on the fuel. Is it? Bloody hell. What else to tell you? Not much else really. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go with the flow. Um, I don't know what I'm going to film, to be honest. I thought I'd just film some bits in the morning and on the way down. And if I don't do anything else with them, if they can't go into the proper video, which I'm sure they won't be able to, then I'll put them into a channel members video or something, you know, just for so you can see this, so you can see what the hell I'm, you know, the bits of the journey to Wales, going into Wales, etc. Maybe some of the bits will make it in. Crossing the border, that sort of thing. But all I'm going to do, actually, the journey will still be meaningful because all the way up to Rekos, then I'll be going my old route that I've been doing kind of all of my life. But then the video proper will start after I pick Sean up and we'll head up into the beacons and do the family mountain bit first. What will come after that, I haven't got a clue. No idea what to expect. At the end of the day, although we've chatted at great length on the phone, Sean and I have never met. I know he's got plans for the video and he knows what he's doing far better than I do. So I'm going to take any advice and go with whatever he suggests. And we'll just see how it goes. So what will happen after the mountain and in the evening and then on Tuesday? Not a clue, darlings. But, you know, except that there will be a live stream, obviously. That much we do know. Oh, Ram. Hello, Ram. Oh, bless him. Say hello to Chef Ram, everybody. He's popped in. Ram, thank you again, Ram. Ram has been so brilliant and amazingly supportive. He's such a lovely man, and along with you guys, he's been trying to keep me in the right place heading up to this and kind of getting excited for me and all of that sort of thing. So, thank you for popping in, Ram. I really appreciate it. Oh, and he's saying hello to everybody. Ram is a legend, says Neil, who has, of course, met him. Neil and Sophie and Joe, they came to the restaurant. They tasted Ram's food. They met the man. Usual lifetime on Monday night, Boaty asked Grace. Yep, that's the plan. That is the plan. Can't see why that wouldn't happen. Surely a non-main route fuel station would be cheaper and definitely not Wales. Well, and Andrew thinks Wales is more expensive as well. Well, the cheapest place I know anywhere around here is the Sainsbury's at work in Ripley. And as I say, I'm reasonably confident I've got enough fuel to get there. So, okay, so you think that I should put as much fuel as I can in at Ripley then, on the ground that I'm not going to get it cheaper anywhere else? I think unleaded, and I won't use the expensive stuff tomorrow. I'll use the crap because it's not going to be sitting. It's all going to be used up. So it doesn't matter. I think it's 140.9 at Ripley at the moment, or maybe it just went up to 141.9. I don't always notice. Of course, I'm putting diesel in now in Andy Pandy. But it's 140.9 or 141.9. So if you don't think I'm going to get that cheap or cheaper anywhere else, then maybe I should put as much as I can in tomorrow morning then on the way down. Full tank hero and take the weight out of your shoe. Oh, well, Dicky Dum Dum's got cruise, Neil. So to be honest, I was just going to set the cruise to 60 and just waft along and get there when I get there. Yes to full tank, says Rex. Although fuel tank is going to make it less economical because it's adding a load of weight to the car, isn't it? So would that? I don't know. Everybody's saying hello to Ram. That's nice. Do you miss Ram? Would you like to see more Ram? I think you should see more Ram. I think I should film more in the restaurant. Oh, and I was talking to Bish as well. How would you like to see a weekly dose of Bish and the other restaurant? Would that be of interest to you? And Bish was talking about also, as Ram is going to do, Bish was talking about doing some cooking demonstrations for you all. Teach you how to do some bits. Set the cruise to 60 and keep the windows up. That sounds like a plan. Full tank on cheaper fuel and not having to stop for more fuel and set it to cruise and slipstream behind coaches, you will be fine. Yeah, I plan to do all of that. Oh, stop showing off, Neil. Yeah. Neil gets discounted fuel, the jammy dodger. But I'm excited about it now and I'm looking forward to it. Did anybody see Sean's live, by the way? I'll probably put it on in the background now while I potter about and do the last few bits and pieces that I need to do and make myself some supper. It's Momo for supper. Ram's Momo. Thank you again, Ram. So that'll set me off on the in the right direction, won't it? He gets a discount, Frank. He gets a discount. He's got a discount card. Oh, okay, Trace. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, of course. It takes a while for the chat to load, doesn't it? Did you see the numbers? Although, to be fair, although the numbers were huge, they weren't that much bigger than mustard, which says something for mustard, doesn't it? Obviously, they were in a different universe to my numbers. But what I get, darlings, what I get is quality over quantity because you guys are such top of the range viewers and community members that one of you is easily worth 50,000 random strangers off the YouTube wilderness. I think he did about, well, at the time that I looked, Trace, which was not that long after, I think it had about 7,000 views. And I think there were like 400 likes, something like that. So not bad for not bad for your first one when you hadn't planned it or hadn't announced it in advance or anything like that. I had it to the brim from empty when I bought it. 42 litres, cost 55 quid. Filled them the other day with Vapor. Oh, God. Oh, Neil. Mind you, with the job that you do, you earn it, don't you? To be fair. Out at all hours, in all weathers, getting dirty, getting greasy, rescuing people. If anybody deserves cheap fuel, you guys do. So yeah. So all I've really got to do now is not stay up until 3 o'clock. not get too drunk. Pack a case. I don't need to take much. Coffee machine, pods, socks, underpants, shirt, spare top. That's about it, isn't it? That's about it. I only need one pair of bloody jeans, don't I? I don't need to take. I'm only going overnight, for God's sake. Shove a coat in the car. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Oh, and deodorant, the toothbrush, and all of that sort, and that sort of thing. So yeah, should be all systems go. Oh, and I suppose the electrical stuff is more important, isn't it? Taking the two camera phones, taking stuff to charge them. I need to remember to take the microphones. If the wind and rain are really, really bad, might need to use those. I need to take the tripods. I need to take the gimbal. Oh, I tell you what. Take the iPad, obviously, so I can do the live tomorrow night. But, yeah. Should all be easy enough and straightforward enough, and I can just enjoy it. So, what are you wearing for the video? Oh, don't forget your toothbrush, says Jazz Brown. Yeah, good idea. Good question. What am I wearing for the video? I did think about this for a little while. You've never seen anybody pour so many glasses of wine. No, well, it's one of my particular talents. You'll be amazed what I can do after 11 o'clock. What am I wearing for the video? What am I wearing? I thought, well, what would you suggest? Oh, see you, Frank. I'm finishing in a couple of minutes anyway, so you won't be missing anything. What would you guys suggest? I thought casual, wandering about on top of a mountain. So I was just going to put a pair of jeans, the best pair of casual shoes that I own, and just a nice cashmere jumper, I thought, probably with a coat on over the top of it. How long do you think it will take you to reach your destination? 4.5 hours, Jazz. I think 4.5 hours. All being well. I suggest clothes that don't make you blend into the background. Think of the colours. Also, what are you trying to portray in it? And also be comfy. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I hadn't thought about any of that, Trace. I hadn't thought about colours. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever I decide, it's going to be bloody wrong, isn't it? Oh, you just came back from Tenby. Now I have a bit of history with Tenby if you go a long, long way back. My near neighbours, I do, Andrew. I need a fashion consultant and I need somebody to buy me some new clothes. My near neighbours, the Blaines, the father, Herbie, was a milkman, and then they had twins who were about my age, who I used to play with. The mother was Shirley, and he must have worked hard as a milkman because they did all right for themselves. And they moved from being a near neighbour in Winegron in Glenheath. They bought a guest house in Tenby. I can remember it now, called the Blue Dolphin, and we went and stayed there. Example: don't wear green if the mountains are green. Well, I don't know what colour the bloody mountains are. Fuck me, I didn't know I had to think about this kind of stuff. If I was doing a longer live, I'd actually get you to choose. I'd take you up and show you my wardrobe. Okay, well, I've got two jumpers. I've got two nice, um, what's it? What's it called? I said the word a minute ago. Good night, Ram. Thank you very much. Have a great day tomorrow. Blue and green should never be seen. Wear pink to stand out. Bloody hell. Right, I've got two cashmere jumpers that the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty bought for me when we were still married. And they're nice. One of them is like a beigey creamy color, and the other is like a bluey color, I think. And I'm going to wear a pair of blue jeans. Is that tough? If that clashes when anything balls to it. Pink, red, orange, yellow. Fuck yeah, now. I'll wear some colourful socks because my black ones have all worn out. So I'll wear a pair of colourful socks. Will that help? Jesus. Blue and green will be better than black or grey. God. I'm not equipped to think about these things. Right. I'll tell you what I can do. Because if it's pissing down with rain, I'm going to be wearing a coat. Right. You know the coat I normally wear at the yard? Well, this is the one that I normally wear at the yard, right? I could always take this one instead. Would that be better? Would that be a bit lighter? Would that stand out better against the green of the bleeding mountain? So if it's already set as all messages, I did it before I started. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm on all messages. The white one is better as long as it hasn't stuck. Oh, right. Yes, you're right, Andrew. Right, I'm going to go. I'm being told I'm missing messages. So I'll have a quick scroll back through. Oh, what was the other show you said you were going to? I missed that. It's the replacement for Pride of Longridge. It's called Longboats and Octagons or something, and it's at the Great British Car Journey in Ambergate in Derbyshire, and that's where I'll be, and a lot of people are going there. Okay, that's coffee talk. I don't need to shout that out. I said hello to Dan. I read that one. You can't drink vodka, Boaty, because you end up falling off Liverpudlians or snuggling under the duvet with Neil. Yeah, that's quite a good point, actually. Yeah, but I quite enjoyed both. So, okay. Main thing, Boaty, relax and enjoy your trip. Thank you. That's a good idea. Diddly do. Pardon me skipping some messages, but hello, Simone. How many videos can we expect? I'll say to W100. Probably one proper video, one live stream, and then probably maybe one or two behind the scenesy videos, which I'll either do as daily diaries or I'll just put them up for channel members. Oh, I hope you get a space next to me too now. I wonder if they know what they've done there, because there's not that much space at the Great British Car Journey. Well, I suppose there is if they use all of the overflows. I think they might be a lot busier than they were expecting. Oh, John Stoodley is with us. Hello. We're all black. We're all black. Boaty ninja mode deployed. I'll tell you what about if I just do it in my underpants? Eating right. Oh, hello, Sherry K. I dictated, but it's not here. So this could be a repeat. But nice to see you again, and want you to know that the day you cooked noodles in slippers, I spent the day eating ramen noodles, and the next day and today too so far. Well, brilliant. Well done, you. And eating ramen because I needed a delivery from Walmart and not been able to do it yet. I wonder why you were going on the trip, and what is a jumper? Also, the only mustard I know is from the Clue game. Oh, okay. Yeah, as Trace says, jumper is our word for a sweater. Mustard is my best friend, who is known as Captain Mustard, who has two YouTube channels, one called Captain Mustard and his original larger channel called Project Nigel. And we do a lot of filming together. You will see him on a lot of my videos, including the one that I uploaded today, where we had lunch together and discussed God and Google and many other things in between. Thank you, Daz. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. And the reason that I'm going on the trip, Sherry, is to meet Sean from the YouTube channel Sean James Cameron, and to make the first in what will be a series of films where I revisit my homeland, where I haven't been for a long time. So revisiting my homeland, revisiting my childhood, and talking about it and sharing it with all of my lovely YouTube community who've never seen it, because it's so long since I've been home that all of the time that I've been doing this YouTube thing, I've never been home. So all of my lovely friends, some of whom, have traveled halfway across the world, literally from the other side of the world to meet up with me. But they've never seen my home. So I'm looking, I wanted to share it with them and with anybody else who's interested. So yeah, it will be a film based around a particular valley in South Wales, and the Brecon Beacons, where I was born and grew up. The mountains, the rivers, the waterfalls, the poetry, the song, the language, everything. Well said, Mr. Stephen Parry. Thank you, John. I really appreciate that. All right, darlings, I'm going to go now. I'm going to get off. I'm going to get my case down. I'm going to start packing it. Oh yeah, I've done a little bit longer than expected, haven't I? So thank you for being with me tonight, and thank you for keeping me relatively sane and relaxed over the build up to this. And I will see you all live from a hotel in I'll see you live tomorrow night from home, and I've never really been able to say that before. Maybe not home, but certainly, yeah, pretty much home. And very much looking forward to that. Can I suggest your opening shot in Wales is an early morning view of the hills? That's a great idea, Andrew. I'll see if I can steal one off the internet, because I'm not going to be there in the bloody early morning, I can tell you that. Maybe I can get Sean to do one. Hmm. And yeah, if you've got any suggestions for the video as well, yeah, feel free to. Darling, right, that's it. I'm going to get off before I just ramble on all night. I'm going to get my supper on. I'm Everything's tidy, everything is done. I just need to make supper and then clean up after that. Sort my case out, ready for tomorrow. Sort all of my electronic bits so they're all ready to go in, and then I just have to try not to die during the night and try not to sleep until midday tomorrow. I'm sure it'll all be good. Oh, of course, Trace. Yeah. Oh God, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Of course, I'll be there early morning on Tuesday. Of course, I will. And yeah, of course, I can get the footage in, can't I? Oh, Trace, you're a legend. I wish you were coming with me, Trace. In fact, I wish you were all coming with me. You could all just tell me what to do. It would be easy. Sherry says, "Oh, great. I found you through Sean. Safe travels. Give Sean a big hug from me. I have crushes on both of you." Oh, well, gosh, oh, I'm very flattered. I am actually. I'm very flattered. Oh, dear. To be in a crush group with the great Sean. That's quite the thing. But I mean, Sherry, bear in mind, this will be our first time meeting. But I will tell him that the hug that I'm about to inflict on him is very much from you, and that way I should get away with it. Neil, bugger off. Can't wait to catch up with you next weekend, Neil and Soph. And Joe, if you watch this at some point. Right, that's it, darlings. The next time you see this ugly face live will be from well, probably from the Premier Inn in Cumbach, Aberdare, at the top of the Neath Valley in the foothills of the Brecon Beacons. And I can assure you, I will be a very happy boy to be back at home. So there we are. Yeah, I know you're not sorry, Neil. All right, darlings, please have a safe and peaceful night. Thank you again so much for being with me. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. You can be sure I'm going to. Stay dry in all of the rain. And above all, please take really, really good care of yourselves. Okay? And see you tomorrow night. But you, and of course, Bosh.